Hi, if you're a Leo born July 23rd to August 22nd, what can you expect for the month of September 2018? Let's tune in and find out. So Leos, there's a lot of change happening, especially I feel like there's movement in lifestyle changes. So whether you're found a new relationship or you're personally moving or somebody's moving in with you, there's these big lifestyle shifts that are happening for you. I feel like you're able to finally kind of like step out, spread your wings, get what you want. And it's not from a rushed area. It's not from a sense of desperation. It's a sense of like, yeah, why not? This feels right. This feels good. And I'm not saying that you have the answer, whether or not you'll marry this person or whether or not you'll live that place forever or whether or not, or if it's just a step along the way, but it makes sense. It's like a natural next step for you to kind of figure out what you want in life. So it feels like there's something to be valued from this experience that you're putting yourself into. So I see you stepping in. It could be a new career role. It could be moving in with somebody. It could be moving out on your own. It could be actually divorcing somebody. It could be leaving or selling a job as well. But I feel like you're stepping into something that is really rewarding and satisfaction is coming up. And just a sense of like, yeah, like it's time. I need to do this. Okay, well, let's move into romance. And for those of you that are in a committed romantic long-term situation, let's look and see what's in store for you. So there's a safety and security that's coming up. I feel like you may have gone through something that was really difficult. Maybe you lost some loved ones or you lost your career, you lost a favorite pet, but it feels like there's been a death of something. It could even be a death of your own ego if you're somebody who has been beaten down and stripped away of things. But there is a renewal and a reclamation that's happening inside of you, and your partner's right there, meeting you and greeting you and supporting you. So there's this real sense of peace being restored in the relationship and a sense of security and comfortability. I also feel like it feels finally like it's quiet. Like, in other words, like nothing going on in my family, nothing going on in their family, and finally things are quiet. Finally, everybody's kind of like, and almost afraid to exhale because, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? And we've gone through so much, and especially when we have blended families, yours, mine, and ours, right? It can get really crazy with, and then you imagine that, your stepchildren, and they each have, their parents also remarried. And so it just gets like, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things happening. I don't have to tell you. So for some of you, it's like this quiet period. It's like, I'm afraid to exhale for what might happen next. No, it's kind of like you already know the players, you already know the moving parts. It feels like finally there's nothing new. And so you can go back to really enjoying the relationship with your partner and this sense of ease and comfort that was kind of disrupted or dismantled based on what's happened over these last, 6 to 9 months or even a year. But it feels like now you're entering this new phase of just expanding and feeling good. Really nice. Okay, so those of you that are single Leos interested in romance and love, let's see what's in store for you. So for some of you Leos, it's about you. I think that you're with somebody who's putting some stuff in your face, right? Like I feel like you're choosing some people who are showing you, hey, this doesn't work, this doesn't feel good, don't do this. So you're drawing to you new relationships or new partnerships who expect more of you, and or who are like you and already. So when we start to expect more of ourselves and we want to be different, we start to draw in a partner that helps us become that what we envision for ourselves. So if you're somebody who's already together, you're going to draw in a partner that is together like you, so you can both expand. If you're somebody who's trying to stand on your own 2 feet, you're going to likely to draw in somebody now that recognizes and sees you and can help you stand on your own 2 feet and also show you or be a mirror for you what doesn't work. So I see you drawing in the right relationship for you. Now, for some of you, also this month, you're going to be able to let go of what's not working in yourself and in the people that you're dating. So you're going to know like pretty quickly. It feels like after this September 9th in Virgo, the new moon, there's going to be a lot more clarity around you about what kind of person you want to be in relationship with, what kind of dating experience you want to have, what kind of long-term experience you want to have. And there's going to be a sense of trusting yourself that hasn't been there in a long time. I really feel like I'm doing the right thing. I'm moving in the right direction. I can handle this. So there's a sense of stability is the word. A sense of stability that you haven't seen in a while that's going to help you draw in that relationship. That's going to help you draw in the romantic relationship. What's interesting about this energy, it's a more internal energy. So it's not so much about the romance. I feel like you guys, that's so easy for you to do the charisma and all that. This is a deeper shift inside of you in a sense of self-love, self-care, stability that's kind of quiet and powerful. And that brings in a different type of relationship. It brings in a more committed, confident, and in some ways easier relationship because all the frenetic energy is not there. Because as you shift into this deeper, lower vibration with yourself, I feel like your relationship will change, or you'll draw in and date people that are more in tune with you. So I'm excited for you because this is a more mature space and one that really allows and fosters for like lifetime partners. So I see what this relationship is coming, that whoever you're choosing in September, and some of you will be letting go of people that you're dating that you're going to get clarity like, that's not it. And some of you are really going to get the clarity of like in yourself, the stability of knowing what you want. So when that shows up, it's like a life partner. So I see you opening up to a new energy of stability and being able to create a life partner. Really nice. All right, so let's look at your money for Leos. Money for you this month. This is all about assertion. All you have to do is assert yourself and the money will come in. They're showing me you have the whole package, and the only thing that you have to do is open your mouth. And if you just stand there and don't say anything, nothing's going to happen. But if you open your mouth, can I have a job? Can I have the raise? Can I have, I want that? It's given to you. So I just see it happens with your effort. So if you're not getting the money you want, if you're not happy in your job, it's only you to blame, because you can have what you want. It's not about going in there and taking it and beating the door down. It's a real graceful, putting your best foot forward, using that charisma then to say why you should have that job, right? Bringing forward the whole package. So you are, but you have to present it that way, right? You have to present with the whole package. You know how to do that. So it's not about being forceful and taking it, but speaking up and having the evidence of here's why. I'm the right person and here's why, right? So if you approach it like that, they're going to say yes. Okay, so, and I see friends helping, career. So I feel like it could be somebody at work or people who are already self-made that can open a career door for you. So don't be afraid if you're graduating college and needing a job and needing a reference to call people that you need, or calling, your parents' friends and saying, hey, do you know anybody in that industry? Things like that, like help yourself. So it's just getting out there and helping yourself. If you're already in a career and you're already established, calling other people that you admire and respect and getting some advice or career advice and opening doors. You can never be too big that you can't ask for advice. I know billionaires that ask for advice, right? Why do they do that? They're a billionaire. Why do you think they do that? They do it because they come from a place of humility, and they come from a place of like, I'm curious, I don't have all the answers. That's how they make their money, right? A lot of them is by being curious, and they surround themselves with people that they admire and respect and get answers from. So this is a really powerful thing. Leos can have really big dynamic energy fields, but if you think that you have all the answers, you're screwed. You're stuck. All you have is what you have to offer. You have to be able to go, wow, I'm curious. I'm curious about what you would do. I'm curious what you would say. I'm curious, you know me. How would you present myself? Do you think that'd be a good fit? Right, like that, right? If playing and dancing with that, Leos, is really going to expand your ability to make a difference in the world, okay? All right, so let's look at your health, Leos. What's in store for you this month? I see the biggest thing is, for some of you, anxiety is a problem, which is really interesting because you're also big and strong out in the world, but underneath that, there can be this anxiety. And I think as all it is for you is break it down. So break it down what's being asked of you. If you break it down, okay, this is who I need to talk to, and you break down the action steps and then implement that plan, you'll be fine. So it's just, I think, not knowing and the confusion of, I have to get there, but my anxiety is like, how do I do that? Well, if you start breaking down, this is the 4 action steps I need to take to get there, it's going to diminish the anxiety so it's not crippling, so you can take action. So for you guys, it's just having a plan and then being able to implement it is going to reduce the stress. All right, so let's look at any surprises for Leo this month. Yeah, I think, the thing you've been worried about or stopping you from, taking this step, whatever it is, whether it's moving in with somebody or whether it's asking for a career advancement or whether it's, uprooting yourself and moving to another state or, or asking your girlfriend to marry you or, having a baby, whatever that, or starting your own business and quitting your job, whatever it is that anxiety is, I feel like once you've kind of laid out the action steps and it makes logical sense to you and you've kind of, asked everybody for their advice, once you've done all that and you actually implement it, I feel like you're so surprised at wow, I feel like I've been doing this forever. It was the best thing I ever did. So I do feel if you do all those other steps and you can feel good about it and you actually implement it, you're going to be surprised at how good you feel. All right, Leos. Lots of love to you. My best to you in this month and of expansion, because I really feel like you guys are expanding in whole new ways, and it's a really exciting time for you. And if you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.